Hello Internet, this is Alex with the Zero Review, and I'm here to talk to you about The Witcher 3 and kind of my initial take on the game. I've been at it for about a week and a half now, and I've probably got about 6 hours into the game. Not as much as I would have liked, and there's definitely a ton of just running around and doing all the little side quests. I can't even help myself. If I were to give one reason why I keep coming back to these Witcher games, it's just Geralt, really. The main character, Geralt of Rivia. He's just awesome. He's kind of your typical badass, professional monster hunter type with like that gruff Batman-esque voice, but he's just not your typical hero either. He's more like he's like part warrior, part this battle mage, and part scholar too, which I always thought was really cool. And what I mean by that is like, yes, he's this like awesome warrior, and he uses those two swords, one for monsters, the silver one for monsters, regular one for humans, because silver does not affect humans, I guess. But when you fight as Geralt, he makes use of his knowledge and the enemy weaknesses, which you can see, and it automatically updates in your inventory. So you kind of know whatever battle you're getting into, you'll know what'll be good against your opponent. And he also has dozens of potions and oils to make himself or his weapons stronger. And that's also something I've never really done in games. Temporary items like that, even in like the Final Fantasy games, like the little bombs or the temporary attack boosts, that was never really my thing. Like, I like just upgrading core stats and just leaving the rest alone. But they changed a lot of things in The Witcher 3, and I'm really liking them. In the other games, like I said, I would just ignore that. I just kind of ignore the whole alchemy side, and it seemed kind of a shame. But in The Witcher 3, they really started to speak my language. So you get a formula for a potion or an oil that you want to make, and you make it with the ingredients that you pick up from around the world. But this time, it's yours forever. You don't have to make it more than once like you did in the other games. And what I mean by that, it's like, say you craft your health potions, your strength potions, and your bombs. And over the course of your battle, you kind of use them all up, you're down to 0, and you can't craft more. But the way to get those back, and normally you would have to just craft them all over again, and that was the thing that just really drove me away from that. But in The Witcher 3, all you have to do is meditate, and you use some time goes by, and Geralt will drink this kind of alcohol solution, and all of a sudden you have all of your items back. And it opens up a whole world for me, and maybe like the people that really love the potion aspect and the kind of uber crafting won't like that, but I don't know, I'm really liking that part of it. And in terms of style and difficulty of the game, I kind of put The Witcher as something of a cross between Dragon Age and Bloodborne. Like, it's kind of got that flashy and satisfying feeling of Dragon Age, but it's also sneaky difficult. Like, if you don't make good use of your potions and the oils and the knowledge, you're kind of get your ass handed to you sometimes. I know when I get cocky and I just run up to like these two stupid little drowners or a pack of wolves, they just jump all over me sometimes, and then I die, and I get rewarded with a long load screen, and probably get thrown back to a place before I saved recently, so that's great. I am playing the game on like the one harder difficulty, so maybe it's not that hard as it's making it seem, but at least for me, I'm really enjoying the challenge. And really, these Witcher games they just keep getting bigger and bigger. And The Witcher 3 is no exception. I'm only in the second area of the game, and the first was kind of like it was big, but it was kind of manageable. You could ride across the whole thing and not feel like exhausted. But when I got to the second area of the game, it's just huge. You can zoom out on the map, and there's just little question marks all over the place that I guess they're expecting me to explore, and it's like ridiculous. And I'm also just surprised that the amount of people that have the nerve to try to kill fucking Geralt of goddamn Rivia. I mean, he's killed what, like thousands of people in this world, and they always go up to him like, "Give me your money for crossing this bridge." and then you just kill all of them. But I mean, another side to Geralt is I find him hilarious. Like, even the characters in the game, like they sort of know who he is. They know who the White Wolf is, and they take him real seriously. But he'll slip these like deadpan jokes in, and the characters don't even know how to react, and I just find that hilarious. Like, I just laugh out loud sometimes. It's just some of the almost dumb things that he says just to try to get a rise out of people. Also got to mention the as I was recording some clips for this video, I came across a pretty crazy glitch. You'll see me like I kill a whole bunch of guys. So I was like, yeah, that was awesome. Xbox, record that. And I look back at it, and these guys are just like, I'm chopping limbs off and killing them, and they're just freezing in place in like their death throes, just kind of like contorted or headless, and just floating in midair like some gruesome Greek statues or something. But I guess I can't say this game is not without its issues so far. I have run across a couple glitches. First one for that one, which is really bizarre. But I mean, there are kind of minor things, and some of them are pretty funny, like that one that you just saw. So I mean, that's pretty much that's all I've been doing, really. I just been running around doing these quests and playing that awesome card game that replaced the dice poker game from Witcher 2. Witcher 3 has this almost Hearthstone-esque card game where you build your own deck, and it has its own little unique things going on, but it's kind of a lot of fun, and I really like going around the world beating people and taking their best card, kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh style. It's addicting, man. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. And really just the game itself is a lot of fun. So if you're a Witcher fan, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. That's it from me, but make sure to check out the full Witcher 3 review at thezeroreview.com coming up later this week.